The Kendrick verse, the Def Jam wouldn't clear it. Let me lead off.
Go ahead.
Def Jam ain't been Def Jam since I was at Def Jam. Def Jam has always been Def, D-E-A-F, Jam.
I call them Def Jig.
Or that. I like that.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Scores and Assists, where we break down the latest headlines and bring you fresh takes on everything sports and culture. From trending news to game highlights and hot debates, we've got it all. Hit the subscribe button and stay in the loop. So next month, the great Virginia Beach rap duo Clipse will finally release Let God Sort 'Em Out, their first album in 16 years. Their lead single, S Trumpets, came out on Friday. So apparently they recorded the whole album in Louis Vuitton headquarters in Paris, and their old associate, Pharrell Williams, produced the entire thing. People have been waiting on the Clipse reunion album for a long time, and it looks like label issues might have been one of the things that delayed the release. Def Jam, originally slated to release the album, didn't want Kendrick Lamar's feature to appear on one of the tracks. As a result, Clipse are no longer on Def Jam.
The Clipse did a GQ interview.
Really good interview, by the way.
Yeah. Yep.
They did a lot of interview.
Long read.
A lot of interview, but certain clips started making the way around. One being how Push feels about Kanye currently, how he feels about the Drake lawsuit, yada, yada, yada. Which part do y'all want to unpack first in this Push shit? Oh, and Def Jam, how they on Roc Nation now because the Kendrick verse, the Def Jam wouldn't clear it. Let me lead off.
Go ahead.
Def Jam ain't been Def Jam since I was at Def Jam. Def Jam has always been Def, D-E-A-F, Jam.
I call them Def Jig.
Or that. I like that.
I've been calling them Def Jig.
Now, I try to chill because I used to know good people working over there. I don't know who's over there now. I know they broke down, consolidated, and picked it back up, and they made some type of new group now with all of Mercury and Island and yada, yada, yada. We'll get to that. But Def Jam did Big Sean wrong, Tiana wrong, even though she's still over there. Who else they did wrong? Crit, Joe Budden. Def Jam without Ludacris and Ja and DMX and LL and that Def Jam ain't Def Jam. So why everybody get all of that? The record player with the needle on the post that I have fucking tattooed on me, them days are long gone. Why anybody is surprised that Def Jam did some anti-hip-hop shit, I'm shocked by it. But I'm not. They've done a good job with marketing themselves as the hip-hoppitiest hip-hop label, and that just has not been the truth for quite some time. So it don't shock me that they said in the middle of litigation, hey, no Kendrick, even though he is a universal act.
Well, I think they wanted to censor him, and they refused. So they wanted to take the song off, and they refused. So they came up with, hey, just let us go. And that was problematic because Pusha is also signed there as a solo artist. So,
well, that's where I want to reserve some of my Def Jam vitriol. If that story is true, that means that they released them.
They did. They did release them. Yeah. Which is, I mean,
so we want to applaud Def Jam for, because I wouldn't have done that.
No way. No way.
I wouldn't have released you.
No way.
You'd have just had to find another way with your little verse.
But did the Kendrick verse say or?
It's not out. No one's heard it.
Not out.
Okay.
We haven't heard
Only
it.
Rob Markman has heard it.
No, as a, from the interview, was there a subliminal against Drake? Was there?
From what I was told, no. He didn't make any subliminals about Drake or anything like that.
I don't think that matters when litigation is going on.
Yeah.
So they're just afraid that any mention
Everything
or
is-
subliminal.
Everything is open for interpretation
The
during
mere
litigation.
appearance on there, I guess, scared them off.
Just Kendrick's appearance alone
He's going to do something.
No, Kendrick's appearance in
next to
combination
Pusha T.
with Pusha T.
Gotcha.
Who are the two people that
It's incendiary.
defeated Drake in a battle? Like,
I understand.
And we in the middle of a potential 10-figure lawsuit against this man.
Yeah.
I'm going to proceed on the side of caution.
You're going to cost us money.
Yeah. They are already literally, supposedly, some billions is being tossed around as a potential settlement. Nigga, I'm not playing them games. So you can feel how you want to feel on a sentimental side, but this is business. And sometimes we get the two conflated. Like, fam, I'm making the best decision for our business, not for your project and your art.
So they left Def Jam and went to Roc Nation?
Yes.
Yes.
That's interesting.
They left Def Jam. They were shopping the album around, and eventually partnered up with Roc Nation for distribution.
Got it.
So it's like a distro deal with them.
Thoughts?
Yeah.
I mean, I think they landed in the right place, honestly. Def Jam hasn't been Def Jam, to your point.
I agree.
So, Roc Nation is still Roc Nation, and they've got a bunch of talented people over there, and they're building it. So, they landed in the right place.
How normal is this in the business that a label will step in and do this?
Stepping in what, like censor?
Censor?
Yeah.
Yeah, till somebody take you off the verse.
Yeah.
Get them off the verse.
This is not from my era of hip hop.
That just didn't happen then.
This came
Artists
out.
didn't have that much power back then.
I got some firsthand knowledge.
Some did.
Very few.
Some did, but that didn't.
Some do today.
That didn't go on. Well, yeah.
It still only is.
I feel like usually these type of things would be like an A&R decision. This artist isn't hot enough, or whatever reason, we don't want this artist on there. This might be the first time I've experienced or witnessed them censoring for
A huge
big
artist, yeah.
taking a bigger artist than the album is.
Yeah, nobody's ever
Respectfully.
heard of you having the biggest rapper in the game feature and the label you're on saying no thank you. Nobody's ever heard of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems
That's
wild
new.
to me. Okay.
Could be.
That's new. But I understand the position.
Yeah,
I think
from the
Push
business
even
standpoint.
I think Push even said something like that. Yo, the lawsuit shit is bigger than hip hop now. So it sucks that you kind of got to acquiesce to this thing, but it's here. And it is a real thing, so you have to treat it that way. So I understand Def Jam's position. Thank God that there is a juxtaposition.
An alternate rap. Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
Now
I just hate it.
I don't know if it's just the Def Jam position that this is coming from, and I say that because I've heard firsthand that there has been edits made to or verses taken, verses removed, came down strictly from a certain artist.
Yeah.
Yo, I need y'all. That can't go on that album.
Yeah. Well, they mentioned it. They mentioned the Rick Ross.
There's some other ones.
Yeah.
There's
I'm
some
sure
other. There's some
ones,
other
yeah.
records that I was told he did the same thing to. Yo, this can't happen. And if you don't do this, I'll make it up by doing something for y'all. You scratch my back by getting this off of this album, I'll scratch your
You're
back.
saying this
by
is
doing
Drake.
Yes.
That's what you're saying.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Do you think that?
I think it's UMG.
But that could be acting
Which
from him.
It's still
Yeah. If I could pick up a phone call and call a head over here, yo, that.
I'd have more respect if it was UMG though. Like, cause then it feels like a business move and you just have to do it. If another artist just calls you and says like, you know what I'm saying, like take this, I don't want that verse
I
on
agree.
there. Yeah, I don't respect that as much. That's all I'm saying.
I agree
I just
with
think
that.
that's power.
I agree with that too,
think-
but I was just about to say, I think that he's an anomaly, or he's one of a selected few groups of artists where he ain't moving like an artist no more. He moving like a business and like a brand. And if you're gonna say some shit that could be potentially disparaging to me, I got the big boy power to shelf your shit.
Remember back when
I don't think that that's new.
Remember back when 50 was beefing with the Locks, and he said, "One more word out your mouth, I'll push style shit back." Like I had power at University.
He was saying that.
I mean, excuse me, at Interscope.
Yeah.
50 used to say, "My name is Curtis Interscope Jackson. When I lean, the building leans." So Drake has that power. Not just at University. I think it's further. Well, I don't know today.
Today,
but
it might not reach as far.
before, I don't think it was just at Universal. I think he had that power across hip hop. Period. I could make a phone call. I don't like that. Fix it
How many artists have that power now?
now.
Yeah. If we say Drake's one of those people, who else is one of those people?
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. But that's what, and again, that's something else that Drake was sitting
Maybe
there saying on the
Beyonce.
disses with Kendrick, where he's like, yo, you got to coordinate your schedule with Taylor's people. You can't drop because she's dropping.
The music industry coordinates their schedule with Taylor's people.
Yeah.
Word.
Damn.
Yeah, she just got her shit back.
Just so we're clear.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but from a business perspective, if Joe says, "Yo," not that you would do this, "Yo, don't go over there and be on that podcast."
I would do that.
Come here first, right? Come here first. You have to now look at a risk versus reward thing. That if Drake is saying, I got you, my nigga, I'm gonna give you 2 free verses, right? Those verses could take you out of here. You're gonna get more spins than you ever got. You might get more streams than you ever got. Versus this artist like, yo, dog, I know you I don't even know if they got a personal relationship, but you not as hot as Drake.
Right.
right? So if he tells me, yo, do me a solid, I'm gonna do you a solid, then it's a business decision that might have to be made.
It's the blackball. It's just another way to do it.
And I don't think that's what I'm saying. I don't think he's the first nigga that's doing that.
I think it's counterproductive. I mean, I want to hear the verse more now.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
From whose perspective?
You speak
I'm
from
talking
fan.
As
about
a
from
fan.
my,
I'm talking about from a fan's perspective.
Yeah.
Not
I'm not talking about them.
Yeah,
No,
from
I'm
the
talking about
business
me.
perspective.
And that's what happens, though.
I want to, now you've put, I wasn't necessarily checking for this song.
Right. So now Kendrick can just drop that verse himself.
No, that verse is on
It's
the
coming
album.
out. Yeah, it's coming out.
Oh, okay.
Because the album's not over there.
Oh, right, because he moved right.
Now, with the other one, like the verse we were talking about was Maybach Music 6. It was a Raw song featuring Young Thug. Excuse me. It was a Raw song featuring Lil Wayne and Pusha T originally. Whatever calls were made, Pusha's verse was removed from that. It went out as Ross and Wayne. And then, with the power of the internet, no, I'm gonna upload this verse.
Right.
Somebody's gonna upload this verse.
And
the
you can
verse
just mix it. Right.
I like Kendrick clearing his verse for this Clipse project no matter what label it comes out on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. He's
That's
big
not a given. So
I was about to say, that's
not a given.
I didn't know that.
I could be clearing you because you over there. The second that you go over there, I could put a nix to all of that.
That's true.
So he cleared it twice. Wherever you end up with it. So now imagine that. I get to negotiate my new terms
Again,
with a Kendrick verse.
Yeah. Yeah. And you know everybody gonna run to it. The hit now they really
that's
down.
like Wayne.
That's the best promo for this.
It's like when Wayne looked out for me on She Don't Put It Down, boy. I was talking to E1 like my dick was 30 inches. I ain't gonna hold you.
Got a Wayne
I was
feature.
talking to them niggas, boy. That's nice.
Yeah.
You got a nigga verse who's fucking better than you, doing a little better. Label react a little.
Yeah.
A little different.
Yeah, I want to progress the conversation, Joe. You've been one of the guys that gone against the machine, and then now they're saying, no, now they're saying, as you being the person that did it, now they're saying that we up here may be afraid to speak on Roc Nation and the things that's talked about